Hey, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And so this right here is a great combo, great pairing. And um, to be honest with everybody, I think kind of shed some history in the past, right? There's those who are curious as to just like why Google Pixels, right? Why do Google Pixels fascinate me? Why am I always excited for them? Why am I always seeing that the glass is half full and half empty when it comes to Google Pixel phones? And it's two reasons, two simple reasons. If you've been through the history of my channel, then you'll definitely know these reasons why. So the first reason is that in the early stages of my YouTube channel's life, I have avidly supported budget to mid-range devices. I have dedicated myself into talking about all the positives of each of these phones that I was able to get, whether I was on Virgin Mobile USA or when I was on Boost Mobile. I really didn't dabble too much with flagships, right? So using a flagship is an entirely different experience. I would say that if I can go back to like 2015, I would tell myself, to get some good flavoring because I'm about to eat my words. Because back then and I still feel the same way, to be honest with everybody. I still feel like that, you can get a lot out of these mid-range devices. But it is true, though, from a mid-range device to a flagship, the experience is going to be way different, way different. And yeah, so when I first got the Pixel 3, because that was my very, first flagship, sort of. Well, no, the Honor 8 was. I did use the Honor 8, which just made me even want to pick up a Google Pixel phone even more. But the Pixel 3 was really where it first set it off for me. The experience that I had with the Pixel 3 and all its forms, all its glory. It was an amazing phone. The experience was amazing as well. So from the Pixel 3 forward, I've always made it to where I chase after as many Google Pixel phones as I can get my hand on. Previous models that released before the 3 and current models and future models. So having something like the Pixel 7, which, again, shout out to the community for gifting this to me. I love you guys for it. This phone to me, hands down, bar none, it's one I'm always picking up. I'm always picking up. My primary SIM is always going into it. Even if I shuffle around different providers. Right now, Boost Infinite is my my go-to main provider, and its SIM card is sitting in the Pixel 7. And then for years you had Apple, you had Samsung, and they've always had a satellite partnership device. And now we who are big fans of Google Pixels have the Pixel Watch. So coming from that place maybe kind of sheds light on the reason that I have more of a positive outlook when it comes to Google Pixel phones. Like, I don't dismiss if there's any issues with them, right? Like, some people are reporting some bug issues with the Pixel 7. I don't dismiss their claims that they're having bug issues with the Pixel 7. I genuinely believe that they are. But I always find it funny too that if I'm asked, how's my experience with my Pixel, and I tell them that I'm having a good experience, that some people just can't believe that, and it's like, I mean, it's a two-way street, people. If you're having bug issues with your device and I'm not having it with mine, you want me to take you seriously, then you gotta take me seriously on this. If I say that I'm not having issues, I'm not having issues. I wouldn't want to have issues, but I'm generally being upfront that if I'm not having issues, I'm not having issues. It's not to say that your issues is misguided or untrue, because I believe that you yourself are having issues with your device. But I'm always going to have a positive outlook when it comes to things that I generally enjoy using. And these two I generally enjoy using so much that, sometimes I kind of get aggravated. Where I work at, we can't have smartwatches on our wrist. So to me, it's like I only really wear the watch when it's my day off, when I'm going out. I don't wear it to work because what's the point? It's just going to sit in my bag. I'm not really getting much use out of it during the day. So, but when I have it, I enjoy it. It does what I exactly want it to do. Grab notifications for me without the need of having to pull my phone out of my pocket. But majority of the time, my phone is in hand. I think one of the biggest things about the Pixel 7 I enjoy is the current growth and development of the camera with the new sensors that were on the Pixel 6 and now the Pixel 7. and the computational photography, the AI to correct imperfections. Those things are outstanding in my opinion. And I'm not knocking on iPhone. I'm not here to say this is going to be way better than what you would get with an iPhone. Like the comparison things, I'm done. I'm over those days of bickering and arguing over what phone is better, because the truth is, and I'm going to be blunt with everyone, the best phone you're ever going to have is the phone that you genuinely enjoy using. So if you're definitely happy with Samsung, then a Samsung device is going to be it. Apple, same thing. iPhone is going to be it. Pixel for me, Pixel is always going to be it. I use an iPhone. I enjoy iOS. I enjoy the iPhone. It's older, true, but I think it's still a good phone, even though it's old. It's the iPhone XS. I enjoy using it. And but narrowing it down, if I can only pick one phone to use and one phone only, it's going to be the Google Pixel 7. If I had none of the flagships, then it would be the Pixel A series. It's just that experience that you get, all the intelligent things that my phone can do and things that I totally forgot. And I'm reminded of by other people's experiences with the phones that they have. So, hearing someone talk about that they're getting a lot of spam calls and they get calls like all day long between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. makes me appreciate the fact that I have call screening, so none of those types of calls are coming into me at all whatsoever. They're coming to the phone, but my phone is smart enough to intercept that and kind of, because then those spammers get the point that any unknown number is going to be answered by an automated system from my phone. So I don't get those calls anymore. I can stick my SIM card in a different phone and not get spam calls after having it in a Google Pixel for, at least a month or so. So that's always a good thing, right? Anytime I got to call a business or anything like that, calling doctor's offices, calling customer service or anything like that, the fact that we have the hold for me feature is just wonderful. Put it, once I'm waiting, if it tells me like, oh, your estimated wait time is, 20 minutes, put hold for me on, let the phone continue the phone call while I'm doing my thing. And when a rep is about to come on, it notifies me, hey, a rep is on the phone. Grab your phone, get on there, talk to them. So I don't really have to wait with the phone to my ear for 20 minutes. I can put my phone down and go about my day. That's amazing, and I love that about the Google Pixel phone. The Android experience is bar none top notch. Smooth as can be. What people were wishing for way back in 2013, 2014 with Android, wanting it to be more fluid and more smooth like iOS. I believe that Google has achieved that, and more. There are things that Android does that iOS cannot do, and I'm not here to compare and say that iOS is weak or anything like that. I'm just saying there's things in Android currently today that we get spoiled with that iOS users don't have. So always the big ups, and to see companies kind of start to acknowledge the Google Pixel phones, right? Last year with the launch of the Pixel 6, Snap Inc. had a partnership with Google to bring a feature over to Snapchat that they wanted to, which was the night sight feature, now being able to be used much better with having the Google Pixel pretty much be like the front phone to position that. And I thought that was great to see Google Pixels finally being acknowledged by third-party apps for its benefits. And it's just nice to see companies are recognizing the Google Pixel phones as front runners, and to say, hey, let's kind of do a partnership with Google and their Pixel phones. Besides the fact that I've used a lot of budget mid-range devices over the years before actually starting to touch flagships, the other thing is that, again, this is a Google phone. A lot of you who have known me for so many years know that I was a big backer of Google. I don't hide the stupid things that Google does, but the things they innovate on and the things that they bring to the table, that's amazing. I do back it and I do champion for it. But they're not a perfect company. So that much I know, and that much I will openly say. I guess it's just this thing that's like, I try to be transparent and open about everything that I think and feel when it comes to smartphone technology. The design of the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 6, I like it. I feel like it very much differentiates itself from every other smartphone out there. So it's real easy to recognize Pixels. And as a matter of fact, since they went with this design, moving away from the square camera module on the top left, or just about like their other designs that they had, I actually find out who's using Google Pixels in my city a lot more easily just seeing that camera bar. I've seen a lot of people recently with Pixel 7 Pros. Seen a lot of people with Pixel 6, Pixel 6 Pro. Like the other day when I was in the emergency room because I was having issues with my heart, and the nurse who drew blood for me, she had a seafoam green Google Pixel 6. So big thumbs up to her. I gotta say, Yeah, you find them more easily. So they are noticeable. Some people don't like the camera bar. That's totally okay. That's the other thing that I love about the Android system all around, and those that back the Android system, is because you have so many options to choose from. Like Samsung, Motorola, Huawei, Realme, and all these other companies that use Android. You have those to choose from if this is not your cup of tea. But at the end of the day, I feel like this phone is just classy. This phone is just amazing. This phone has all the bells and whistles that matter to me. Is the reason that I truly, truly, truly really like this phone. Okay. And I truly recommend it to people to try. If you've never tried a Pixel phone, or if you tried one in the past but it just wasn't your cup of tea, the Pixel 7 may be what you were looking for back then in present day, with more added to it, with all those smart features and everything. This is a very intelligent phone, and I think that gets overlooked. People want, the Qualcomm Snapdragon chips in it to make it powerful like a Samsung, and it's not trying to be powerful like a Samsung. It's trying to to be more helpful and smarter. Power doesn't always necessarily mean better. You can have the most powerful phone and it could still deliver a shit show of an experience, to be honest with everybody. It can. So the G2 Tensor chip is just fine. I do everything with this phone and it handles everything that I throw at it, so I have no complaints there. Camera quality is good. Video quality has stepped up from what Pixels used to be able to produce, although I found Pixels to be able to produce videos pretty good. I'm using the Pixel 5 to record this video, so if that doesn't speak for anything, let this do. But I feel like that Google Pixel phones in general are really kind of getting up there, and more people are starting to figure out that Google is a contender in this whole mobile phone market. And second to none, very smart, very powerful phone, very amazing. And with the ecosystem being polished off with the Pixel side of things, having a smartwatch later on in 2023, having the tablet, having the Pixel Book Go, which is a laptop, smart speakers, Pixel Buds for music listening and such like that. Like it's coming very well together, and I'm only excited to see what the future of Google Pixels are, and it's the reason that I back them so much. So at the end of the day, if you were to ask me, is the Pixel 7 an amazing phone? It is. Okay, it is. Yes, there's a Pro model that has a little bit more for you if you want to spend the extra $300. But to getting this at $599, like this is at $599. Again, this is at $599. Like that's a hell of a deal for everything that you're getting with this phone. And again, it looks really badass. So shout out to Google. Thanks so much for checking out my quick little video. It's just my update on the Pixel 7. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section of the video. Smash the like button to help me beat the algorithm. And that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.